it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whacked, Premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
The sky's gray, it's like this every day. The town is full of predator, I'm turning a little prey. I flip $1 million out of nothing, make them feel a certain way. Hoping that the switch.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, before we begin, make sure y'all subbing up. Alright, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subbing. Alright, sub, hit that bell button, hit that like button, do all that YouTuber shit. You feel me? With that being said, if I'm the Houston Texans, there's no way in hell I trade Deshaun Watson. I go scorched earth on Deshaun. I go petty with Deshaun, and I say, you know what? Either you play in Houston or you play on the couch. Choice is yours. Throw touchdowns for the Texans or throw touchdowns in Madden. What you want to do? Because I own you. I own you. You signed a contract, which means I own you. All right. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like the people I hire, but you're going to work for me. I'm your boss. Better yet, I'm your owner. You do what I say. All right, and I'm not talking about the GM. I'm not talking about the coach. I'm talking about if I own the team. You are my highest grossing commodity. You are the most popular player on my team. And if you think I'm going to trade you, you really smoking dust. I mean, for real, you're smoking dust. Because here's the thing. I commend the Houston Texans for not taking calls on Deshaun Watson. I commend the Houston Texans for not feeding into the bullshit. Because why would I trade a 24-year-old who's 5 years away from his prime and is already a top 5 quarterback? Why? Because he's mad? Because he's pouting? Because he's saying he wants out? Man, I'll be damned, bro. There's no way. Because here's the thing. When you trade Deshaun, what are you getting back? What are you getting back? Now, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it comes down to a situation where it's like, if I get rid of Deshaun, is Zach Wilson going to be as good as Deshaun Watson? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself. Other than Trevor Lawrence, who in this draft has the potential to be as good as Deshaun Watson? Why would I ruin my franchise? Why would I set my franchise back decades because he's unhappy? For what? Now, granted, I understand a lot of y'all are on Deshaun Watson's side, and this video is going to be unpopular because, God forbid, somebody puts their foot down and says, no, we're not trading you, Russell Wilson. No, we're not going to trade you to Deshaun Watson. Well, you know, God forbid an owner puts their foot down. But I don't understand why Deshaun is like, I'm conflicted. If he's mad about the racist undertones of the previous owner, okay, fine. If he's mad that they didn't consult him, but here's my thing with the consulting thing. Like, how do I say this? If Russell Wilson wants to be consulted after playing 10 years and winning a Super Bowl and going to another one, he deserves to be consulted. If Aaron Rodgers wants to be consulted after winning 3 MVPs and winning a Super Bowl, he deserves to be consulted. If Drew Brees wants to be consulted after winning a Super Bowl and throwing for 5,000 yards 50,000 times, I get it. But Deshaun hasn't done a damn thing in this league other than win the division. Has he even won the division? No, he did win the division because he had a home game versus Buffalo. So he's been to the playoffs twice, and he's 1-2. That's it. There ain't no MVPs, ain't no Super Bowls. What makes you think that you deserve say-so in the organization? What have you done? You haven't proven anything yet. So I can understand the ownership when they're sitting there saying, listen, bro, you just won 4 games. And now you mean to tell me you mad because we're not taking your advice? You won 4 games. To quote Bill Parcells, you are what your record says you are. You won 4 games, bro. What I'm gonna do with that? What I'm gonna do with that? You won 4 games. What I'm gonna do with that? What I'm gonna do with that? You won 4 games with a top 10 wide receiving core. Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, and Randall Cobb. That's a lot of firepower right there. You know what I'm saying? People out here slandering his wide receiving core like there's that many wide receiving cores better. There's Ravens fans, there's Giants fans, there's Patriot fans, there's Eagle fans all across the country that would love to have Deshaun Watson weapons. So as far as I'm concerned, people, I understand both sides. If I'm ownership, I already told you, I put my foot down, you play for me or you fucking retire. And if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm 24 years old, which means I'm cocky, my head is a little big, and I feel betrayed, and I don't want to play for you no more. So I understand both sides. But there's a piece of me that commends the Houston Texans for not even taking phone calls. There's a piece of me that commends the Houston Texans for saying we're not going to acquiesce to this bullshit. Because if they trade him, they're done. Unless Zach Wilson is that good, they're done. They're done. Because the only team I can see them trading him to would be the Jets. And I keep saying Zach Wilson because it's like the Jets had the second pick in the draft. And Deshaun has a no trade clause. So you got to kind of trade him somewhere that's on his list. And it was It was the Jets and the Dolphins, right? I don't remember a third team. It was the Jets and the Dolphins. Was there a third team? The 49ers? I don't know. But it gets to a point where, look, I don't know. Like I said, I just think this is going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But I know they can, like, Deshaun is going to make what? 30, 20, 30, 40 million dollars next season. Could you imagine him sitting out, not getting that money? Could you imagine him retiring and giving back the signing bonus? And it's just like, this whole loyalty thing is overrated just for the simple fact that, yo, Tom Brady played for Belichick for 20 years. How much loyalty you think? Like, this whole loyalty thing is overrated in the front office. It's overrated because if there's anything the NBA has taught us, is this is a business. It's a business. You know who you get loyalty from, Deshaun? Your head coach. You arguing with the GM. It's the same thing with Carson Wentz. You're arguing with the GM and the owner. Those ain't the ones you get the loyalty from. You get the loyalty from your head coach. That's the motherfucker that needs to be loyal to you, is your head coach. If your head coach ain't loyal to you, then okay, then you got a problem. But it's your head coach. That's the one you want loyalty from. Not the guys in suits crunching analytics, doing salary cap casualty cuts. Like, you don't, I don't know, man. That's just my 2 cents on the situation. But once again, Deshaun, you haven't done anything in this league. As far as I'm concerned, shut up and play. You haven't done anything. But that's it, that's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.